Hey guys, we're back here at the KeSPA Cup. Thanks once again to Latte Home Shopping for sponsoring this entire thing and making it possible. We are halfway through a series between soO and herO. soO is up 2-1. Looking to close it out here in Game 4.
Yep, this has been a great day of matches, like some of the best we've seen this year, just in terms of entertainment value, right? Not necessarily in pure skill. And soO, hyper aggression, really good plays. There's this feeling I have in my mind, I don't even know how to describe it, where I just look at soO and I think, he's playing so well today. He's playing incredibly. Let's see if he can close it out, or if herO is going to bring us to a game number 5.
SK Telecom T1 soO, 허연수 vs CJN2 herO, 김준호.
Down here, up here, in the top right, in the purple, it is soO.
soO would frown at his own wedding. In the bottom left in yellow, it's herO or CJ. Who would smile in prison.
Wow. Nice.
He would never go to prison, though. He's like too righteous for that.
Yeah, he's too nice.
Like, if anyone ever tells me herO's in prison, I'm like, well, there was a fraud at the trial. Like, he was framed. It's not true.
Yeah.
Like, if there was, like, overwhelming evidence that, like, herO had killed one of my family members, I'd just be like, no, I don't believe it. It can't be true. But, like, he smiled while he did it. I'm like, well, that starts making me feel like it might be true.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, that sounds like herO, actually.
He did actually kind of always seem like a serial killer, yeah.
The way to get down his opponents.
Yeah, he's a serial killer when it comes to killing opponents in Starcraft, man. He smiles while he does it.
That he does.
Well, we're going on to Moonlight Madness, my new favorite map. Actually, I think I like Dash and Terminal more, but this is my second favorite map. Yeah.
You just made like 500 nerds angry at the same time.
I can't believe you would like our new maps. We've already seen about 4.5 games on them, and so they are bad. Don't be shy. You love Starcraft. It's okay.
She was trying to act like it, you know, she wasn't that happy with it, but then she couldn't help but smile.
She's like, oh, I got abducted when my boyfriend is not even here, when I'm on camera. This is crazy. What are those purple things, and why do they look gross?
I don't like the bugs. I'll fake cannon rush here.
It's like doing it like, he's like, or no, Sue's like, oh my god. Like, he's like, he even showed the probe next to my hatchery. He's like, shouldn't even be in vision. He's like, it must be real. He's even bringing a 5th drone.
Yeah, he's overreacting to this.
Cancel and get out. Peace.
Thanks for your mining time.
I like that. Thank you for your time, your mining time.
We got that gas into pool once again. I'm going to be getting that speed out here. No slowings in this game.
No. That probe's not drone a little bit of a love tase there.
Little tase on the booty.
Yeah.
In the, I think it was Rogue versus...
Oh, they got feisty.
Rogue versus Classic, actually, in the round of 16. They played on this map. It was pretty insane. Rogue went for a very heavy muta style. Tried to like go in between the natural and the backdoor base, and eventually it didn't work out for him.
The third base is really hard for a pro to take on this map. I mean, obviously, look at it. He really wants that drone.
He may get it. It's really weak.
I think it has 6 hit points now, so he's going to have to do 2 shots, and it's just going to leave. Would have been insane if he actually got it.
Coward.
Coward.
Speed very fast here for soO.
Yeah. Now, we see a quick sentry here. herO has been doing this a lot versus soO. Most processors would skip it to get the tech first, but versus soO's playstyle today, I think getting the sentry first is definitely the safer approach.
Interesting position on the probe here. It is going to move out now, and will be spotted by that watchtower.
Yep, and the lings come off, both of them, in fact, to eliminate it. And he doesn't want him to know if he has a third base or not. Stopping him from having that information might cause herO to panic, obviously, because we've seen a lot of two-base aggression here from soO. This is going to be the most normal game we've seen out of soO so far this series. The last game. You know, no craziness, just a safe third base with link speed.
Oh, he canceled his link speed.
Yeah, actually he did. Wonder what he's going to put that gas into. No doubt a lair, right? Unless he just goes for like a crazy push. Right now he has 28 drones. He can go up to 36 on 3 base and do an attack. Why would he cancel that? I guess because he doesn't need it for any reason right now.
Maybe he'll just go into lair eventually and go mutas.
Yeah, I mean, gas is always going to be useful. It's just like usually if you have this much of it and you're not using it, it's like a bad thing. Okay, so
there's the lair.
A bit late on that one, but it's okay.
No, it's still fine.
It is. I mean, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, it's acceptable. Well, I'm not going to be too harsh.
On the other side of things, herO is going for a robotics facility. Not something you see too often this early on in this matchup. He's also got that forwards out here with a +1 and the warp prism.
He also tight walled the back door, and that means taking a third base at that location is going to be very difficult. And taking a third base to the north is like even usually out of the question. So I feel like we're definitely going to see an immortal push from him. Although he does get a Twilight Council. I was thinking he was going to harass the warp prism into the push, but let me think about.
Here's just like gone crazy, and he makes a Stargate too. We're like, what?
It's a rock tower that has 500 hit points and no armor behind, you know, the base. That's like it can help you protect your back door. So maybe he actually drops on that and kills the rock tower, and then attacks the third base of the warp end.
That would be funky.
Because then he can't. Because then he can't. You know, defend as easily. I think we might see that.
Look at that scout, by the way. He sees the warp prism coming in. He immediately pulls back a bunch of his lings.
Zealots.
Yeah, for now it's just going to be some harass.
Okay, well, Zealots definitely can't kill that rock tower fast enough. You need Stalkers. An Immortal would be ideal, but just going to drop here.
Also, by the way, it turns out it was a Hydra Den rushed out here right after the lair, so no mutas.
This is reasonable. The rush distance on this map is pretty far, actually. It's like, I think the biggest two-player map we've had in a long time. It's like Neoplanet-esque, perhaps, and Sirius. Like, it's like, we never see big two-player maps like this.
This and, like, Bonnie Research Station isn't.
Yeah, I guess that's a similar size.
+1 is done. These Zealots going to two-shot these lings. But with Hydras out here, it's going to make it a lot harder.
Yeah, and he can't really pick these Zealots up or he's going to be too vulnerable. He's going to try. Wow.
Ooh.
Only saved 2, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a big push of +2 Blink Stalkers into a Hydra's push. Hydras are going to, if he scouts this, if he just sits back and defends on the creeps, the Hydra will crush the push, usually, in most cases. This Warp Prism is so aggressive here.
Big things to note also in that fight is where they fight exactly. This map's pretty wide open in the middle of the map, in fact. Maybe where soO wants to take that fight.
They definitely want to avoid fighting where these holes and these pits will actually, you know, stop them from moving, like stop them from being able to fan out and micro. Obviously, there's these high ground areas as well. This map is like if someone took the old map Crossfire and blasted a bunch of holes into it. Like, that's what this map is. It's like just only ramps and platforms and holes. Like, it's insane. This map is really creative, and I really, really like it.
I'm enjoying it too. Blink about to finish up here. He's going in the back door, and there is a Dark Shrine on the way. There's only one Overseer here. I don't think soO's really going to be expecting that. This looks very much like a normal, straight-up +2 Blink timing. And it is, but it also has those added Dark Templar in the back.
Yeah, and if he snipes the Overseer with Blink Stalkers, obviously bad things happen after that. It has this his Warp Prism is here as well, so he can actually send that over and harass while he's doing the attack, and soO might not notice.
Dark Shrine finishes.
The funny thing is, soO's Overseer is actually at the natural. It's like out of position for the fight, but it's exactly where it needs to be for the DTs.
Wow. Looks like he's just going to try to run by, hesitating a bit.
Yeah, a lot of hesitation. Those DTs are going to get nothing done, but he actually sent his whole army back to defend. All right, force us to go down. Looks like he might just try to target this hatch and get out of dodge. And I think that is going to work.
Yeah. Just looking like King Tatum Station using the hatchery to help out your force fields, but this court not with it. No recall.
Can recall now, and he needs to. Oh, 2 Stalkers left alone. Oh, look at the supplies. The answer to was that worth it is astounding no. He committed so much to the Dark Shrine, got nothing done with it.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. He has no plans of a third base. He's been sitting on this amount of drones for so long. He's banked up so many minerals. It's kind of an awkward game so far here for herO.
Look at herO's gas. He doesn't have enough to spend his money because of all the DTs he committed to. He also tried to commit to +3 at this stage in the game, which I think is totally unreasonable considering that he's already 2 upgrades ahead. There's no upgrades for the Hydras. That's too much gas he's spending on that. If he just dies trying to get +3, he's never going to get +3 at all.
I think soO might just have enough stuff here to like continuously run his army into like 5 walls of force fields.
I think so.
He is that far ahead. The army supply really tells the story.
Force field wall, he can only do like 1 more of those. 8 Zealots warped in over here. And this is something that soO is going to eventually have to deal with. This is the reason why running these force field walls is kind of an annoyance for him.
He's running out of that energy. soO squeaks by. At the same time, Dave Warpin's back here trying to deny that hatchery from coming down, and I think he should be able to. That's so many Zealots getting to work there.
Yeah, but still over here, there's a lot more sentries being warped in, but this is the composition that is obviously massively favored for soO. Keeping that Overseer alive is really important because it's the only thing that's going to give him high ground vision here. Goodbye Mothership Core, and he's just trading with weak gateway units with Hydralis. Even without upgrades, even with the +2 on herO's units, this doesn't have the composition he needs. These sentries cannot do damage.
There's so many Zerg units at this point. herO just traded way too much stuff. There are the reinforcements coming across the map. He's just going to focus down that Nexus, and it looks like soO's in a great position to win this series and move on to the semifinals.
And there will be no more Protosses in the tournament. There goes the +3. It's finishing. GG. +3. A huge overextension of his gas there. He tried to go into DTs that he did not control well. He didn't scout before he sent them in. And then when he saw the Overseer, he hesitated. He could have split his units in 2 directions. Instead, he lost all 3 DTs. A commit to 3 DTs that did no damage. And then he traded a lot of army units to kill a base. herO looking off form today. soO looking incredible. soO made that series look like it was easy. I mean, it looked like herO was not even a world-class opponent. Like, he doesn't even belong here, man. He crushed him with various strategies, various ways to play on the maps, different aggressive strategies. A solid play on that last game, the 4th game. I was pretty impressed, man.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about like Terraform and Moonlight Madness as maps here for Protoss. Not looking like the best ones, to be honest. Like, it's almost as if herO gave up on the idea of taking a 3rd base ever. He's like, I'm just going to wall this off because that's never happening. Either I win on 2 bases or I die trying. And that's essentially what happened. He died trying. Didn't work out.